I don't give a shit.
I'm out here in New Albany with a brand new fucking rear tire. Oh, what a fucking day. A fucking couple days. Hopefully my troubles are over. I don't want to jinx myself. And take care, brother.
See you later, man. Drive safe.
Certainly will try. Oh, it's my fraternity brother Brian and his lovely dog Dixie. Super cool dude. Oh, one of the best parts of college was meeting and living with him. All right. Oh my God! All right, so trying to stay on topic as best I can here. It's just my head is just in 100 different places right now. So I wake up this morning, I get on Facebook, and I'm searching through, and I think I see a post from Albany who said that he woke up this morning and he came out, and his bike was on its side, or it looked like it got knocked over because he had a flat tire, and the bike was leaned over a little bit more and somebody bumped into it. You know, I'm thinking, I'm like, I don't know. I mean, of course I looked at it and I was like, oh, that really sucks. Nobody, you know what, nobody wants to wake up to that. But something in the back of my head, you know, of course thinking like, you know, that would be just my luck. I would come outside and I would see a flat tire. And sure as shit, man, he's like, hey man, there's something funny with your tire. And I was like, oh, it's flat. Great, it's flat. So, of course, I do have a tire plug, but I'm looking at this thing, I'm like, well, it was a super small nail. Yeah, go figure, right? I got a flat tire, but truth be told, probably couldn't have happened in a better place because one, my brother Brian is probably one of the coolest motherfuckers that I know. The idea was that I was going to go ahead and plug the tire. That was originally going to be the thought, but you know, it's just one of those things where if I was in Phoenix, I probably would have plugged it and just said fuck it, because I'm close to home. You know, the fact that I've got to go 1,500 more miles. I was really afraid that if I plugged the tire, sure, I might, you know, make it to Missouri, but my concern is going through Kansas. And if I get to Kansas and I end up losing air pressure in that tire in the middle of nowhere, that could be a serious problem. We did some looking around. We found a couple of bike shops that were nearby. I was not able to find a Q3. I was able to find a Dunlop qualifier. He pulled out the tire jack, had a couple of jack stands. We got the bike up on jack stands. Oh shit, I didn't realize that ended. Thought that was my exit. And got the rear tire off, loaded it into the back of the SUV, and then took it to a nearby bike shop, swapped the rear tire, came back, reinstalled it. Even though I got a significantly later start than I wanted, according to the GPS, it's approximately 6 hours. I'm looking at well, it's 8 o'clock here, but it's going to be an hour time difference, so around a 7-11 arrival time, which is a couple hours later than I wanted, but it will do. I mainly just didn't want to be riding at night, and it's kind of even more prevalent now because all I have is cash. I don't have any credit, so I can't deal with anybody if they need a credit card. So, I mean, right now, I'm between the rear tire and the cash that I lost, I'm out about 400 bucks. I mean, guys, you gotta understand, I was just, all I wanted to do was just stay at my buddy's house. I really did. I don't want to leave. I know how much of this trip I still have ahead of me. You know, I'm doing everything I can not to be discouraged. But one of the other primary reasons I wanted to get back on the road today is the weather is beautiful outside. Now, I don't know what it's going to be in St. Louis. I haven't looked this morning. Pretty much everywhere I've looked all week long, there was the constant threat of rain no matter where I was. So it felt really dumb to waste a day like today because the weather is really good. There's not any real sights of rain except out west. So given the circumstances, staying an extra day would have only made sense if the weather was really shitty. But you know, despite things that happened, I haven't lost sight of the important positives. Number one, I found my wallet. I like my wallet. It's made out of seat belts. Number two, I found my driver's license. Riding back with no license would be really freaking sketchy. And thankfully, I do have a spare license at home, but that doesn't do me a whole lot of good right here. So the fact that I was able to maintain my driver's license, just in case I you know, God forbid I get stopped by the police, but if I do, at least I can prove who I am and that I own the bike and that I didn't steal it. And because it would pretty much be an automatic arrest if I got no driver's license, no identification whatsoever. I got no way to prove I am who I am. I'm going to get arrested. So obviously that is a big positive. I was able to easily get cash. I could get cash out of any chase. I just have to walk in with a driver's license. So that's no sweat. We're moving along here, everybody. We're moving along. So I'm really excited that you guys have stuck with me this long. We still have a long way to go to get back to Phoenix. I know that there's plenty of excitement with reaching Indiana and seeing different parts of the country. But make no mistake, we still have a very long way to go before we get home. So stick with me, guys. Thanks for riding with me today. I'll check with you guys in a little bit when I get closer to St. Louis. We got to hit the Kansas City Turnpike today, so I have to deal with tolls with fucking cash on the motorcycle. So plenty of excitement ahead. So I'll talk to you guys in a little bit.